Welcome to this story of transformation and enlightenment that took place in the 5th century during the time of Mahatma Gautam. The story revolves around Hanadatta, a rich merchant from Koshinara who lost his entire business within a few days and became indebted to the royal treasury. He was spending his days in great sorrow and started drinking due to bad association. As a result, his wife left him, taking their only son with her, and darkness gradually descended upon Hanadatta's life. One evening, Hanadatta decided to end his life by jumping into the river from a nearby hill. He was weeping loudly, remembering the old memories, and was slowly advancing towards the end of the hill when Mahatma Gautam Buddha, returning to the ashram from a distant village through a forest park, heard the sound of crying and stopped. In the little darkness of the evening, he saw Hanadatta weeping and standing on the edge of the hill. Buddha, with his disciples, ran to Hanadatta, stopped him and asked, "Where are you going?" Hanadatta replied, "I do not want to live. My life is full of darkness. Now I have no choice but to commit suicide." Buddha said calmly, "Answer my 2 small questions before you finish yourself. Tell me, why do you want to commit suicide?" Hanadatta sat down crying and said, "I haven't had a single moment of happiness in my life. All my business is ruined. I am now indebted with a lot of money. My wife and children have left me, and my life is now full of darkness. I do not want to live in this misery." Buddha asked again, "Now you have sorrow and darkness in your life, but are you sure that you had happiness, peace, and light in your life before?" Hanadatta replied, "To be fair, I used to have a lot of money, so I was happy. I had family and friends with me. I felt like a king, and I could enjoy whatever I wanted." Buddha said, "O friend, you do not know what the best happiness is in life. I will give you the best happiness in the world. Again, you will get many times more wealth than before." Hanadatta found the light of hope in the words of Mahatma Gautam and asked Buddha, "But how to get the best happiness in the world?" Buddha said, "Now you go back home, come to the ashram tomorrow morning. I will tell you what the best happiness is." Hanadatta stopped crying and returned home, while Buddha returned to the ashram with his disciples. Early the next morning, Hanadatta went to Buddha's ashrama and found Buddha sitting under a huge tree, with 4 disciples sitting in front. The middle seat was empty. Buddha said, "You sit in the middle." Bowing to Buddha, Hanadatta sat down in the middle. Buddha said, "Let me first introduce 4 of my favorite disciples to you. The one sitting on the east side of you is Prempa. When he was a young man, he went to war as a warrior. In war, he lost both his legs and one arm." Hanadatta noticed that Prempa did not have 2 legs and 1 arm, but only 1 arm. Buddha said, "Well, Hanadatta, would you tell me the truth? Are you physically happier than Prempa or in more trouble than him?" Hanadatta said, "Buddha, I am 100 times better physically and happier than Prempa." Buddha said, "Well, now the name of the one." The message of this story is clear and timeless. True happiness comes from within and cannot be found in material possessions or external circumstances. The story also teaches us the importance of self-reflection, correcting our mistakes, and seeking the truth of life. It inspires us to be steadfast in our feelings and mind, to control ourselves and our needs, and to free ourselves from desires and attachments. As we reflect on this story, we must ask ourselves what we can learn from it and how we can apply its teachings to our own lives. Perhaps we too have been caught up in the race of comparisons, measuring our happiness and success against others, and chasing after illusory fantasies. Perhaps we too have lost our way and need to find our path back to true happiness. Let us take a moment to analyze ourselves and our actions, and to strive towards a life free from attachment and desires. Let us seek the truth of life and discover the real meaning of happiness. And let us share this story with others, so that they too may find inspiration and guidance on their own journey towards enlightenment. So, dear friends, I encourage you to like, subscribe, and follow this channel for more inspiring stories and motivational content. And most importantly, I urge you to share this video with others, so that they too may benefit from its teachings. Together, let us create a world filled with happiness, love, and compassion. Thank you for listening.